Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to talk about why we moved from Slack to Google Chat. Just a bit of a background. So I run a software agency and we have 15, 20 people in the team member and it's a completely remote agency. So for us, the collaboration tool is quite important, and that is the way that we communicate with our team members. So imagine in a physical work office, if you want to talk to someone, you go in, tap in the soldier, ask a question, get a feedback, and off you go. That can be distracting, but that can also add a lot of value because you have that direct access to that other person. The reason we decided to move away from Slack is, first of all, lot of tools means lot of management even for team members. So for email they have to use Gmail, for communication they have to use Slack, for project management we have to switch to another tool, for client communication we might have to switch to another tool, and that sort of thing. So for me that was like, you know what, let's try to minimize our tech stack that we use to run our business. And for the email we use Google Workspace as our main tool, right? So Google Workspace has email obviously, and there's also Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Slides, which we use quite a bit in order to create documentation that we share across our client, and we also use Google Sheets quite a lot. And we were using Slack, and we were actually using, I think, the free plan of Slack. But the problem was with free plan, you can't really search for the messages that might have been sent to you like a month or 2 months ago. And I think they also have a limit of until how long you can go back. So I'm just about to subscribe to a premium plan for Slack, but then I came across, you know what, Google has this collaboration like chatting tool called, I think back then it was called Google Hangouts. Why don't we use this? And there could also be an opportunity for us to invite external stakeholders to Google Chat so that we can do the collaboration quite effectively. We actually could do that on Slack as well, but for me, one less tool, also less cost. So we started like migrating slowly because we are a custom software development agency, and developers, they love Slack, they love the user interface. We like everything in the dark mode and that sort of thing. So for me, I wanted to roll it out softly across the organization because there could be a bit of resistance. So we started experimenting with one of the project, and that this project was quite interesting. As in, we internally we only had two members working on this project, but externally we had a couple of stakeholders working on this project. So we had to bring everyone together for real time communication. Email would be like, you will not get like real time response on the email. So we created, I'll show you how we structure the project and groups on Google Chat, but we brought two of the team members in Google Chat and we told them, you know what, we're doing this experiment with Google Chat, we'll see how it works. And then if it works really well, then we'll move away from Slack. So two team members, and then we also created like an external channel in Google Chat and invited other stakeholders. Now I'll go into Google Chat and I'll show you how we structure the Google Chat. Thanks. Okay, now let's talk about how do we structure Google Chat inside our agency. So with Google Chat, there is a there is a web app and there's also a desktop app. So the way we organize Google Chat in our agency is we utilize space quite a lot. So space is similar to groups or it is similar to channels in Slack. We use space for lots of things. So we have a space called all team members where all of the team in our agency are inside this space. So we do things like company wide announcements and that sort of things in this space. And then we have a space for each of the project. And our goal is, if you are communicating about the project, it should happen in the space for that project. Every team member should know about this, right? So when you send a private message to someone, it better not be about the project. It has to be something else which is not related to the project. But if it is related to the project, then you will go into project and then send a message on the project and tag someone. We, for all of the project, we usually have two groups. The one is internal group, and we call this project name dash internal. That's where all of our internal team members would be on. And then we also promote transparency to all of our clients. Actually, that's one of the thing we do quite well, because we want to keep our clients updated on what's happening with the project every day. That's why we have the external channel, and the external channel is project name dash external. In the internal channel, all of the team member working on that project will be on, and on the external channel, all of the team member working on that project plus the clients. So that means clients also has access to the whole team instead of just a project manager or just account manager, right? So that means if you have question regarding particular area on the project, you can tag someone, ask a question instead of just going to the account manager, and in the background account manager will go and talk to the team member, and then he or she will get back to the client. So that means the whole process could delay things a lot. And we invite all of our clients to Google Chat, which works out really well. So if we are working on a project and if we have something urgent that we need answer as soon as possible from the client, we can tag the client. Anyone can tag the client. We can ask the question to the client, and the client will be like, okay, here we go. All right, that's it, guys. Have a good one.